show started. I mean, what do you have to say as far as the hiatus? I think the biggest thing has been, and still is, really just scheduling and availability between the three of us, right?
Definitely, that was a big part of it. We've just been like super busy, and then trying to. It's kind of hard when it's like three of us and trying to get all of us to have a free day is it can be a hassle
It
for sure.
can be a hassle. It fucking is.
Yeah, and then with my job, it's really random right now. So I mean, sometimes I'll just get called in to
Yeah,
go
well,
to work. So,
you do independent contractor work, so
yeah,
you're not you don't have that schedule where you can be like, oh,
no,
I need this day off, I need that day off. It's like,
exactly.
oh, you don't want to work today? Well, who wants to work today?
Yeah,
So, and then for me, it's I mean, I work with a company, so like I work retail, so my schedule is given to me. Within, I can ask for days off, but
yeah,
not at a moment's notice. And
yeah. I'm
then
very much the opposite.
yeah, and then Felix is currently open availability.
Is that how we say it?
That's how we say it, open availability. So moving on. As far as the hiatus, deepest apologies. We're trying to get things back together so we can bring you guys some of the more content that maybe you don't love, but at least you can stand hearing and listening to at
Yeah,
some point,
seriously.
right?
Yep.
Like, but for those of you who do check in and are actually interested in hearing more, thank you. Like
Yeah, seriously. Thank you.
seriously, it's nice to know somebody cares.
Um, I guess. I suppose.
No, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to know that somebody's out there listening, and we are saying something.
Are we?
I don't know most of the
Good. Yeah, like
time.
we say stuff. We say lots of stuff.
It's comical. It's
There you
comical.
go. There you go. Yeah.
Comical. But so we're giving this streaming thing a try. We're giving it a shot. We tried it out. We have a new page set up that I actually didn't know about until today. The Lardlad gaming page.
Yeah. That's actually where I'm. Actually, I just set up the stream right now. So we are live.
Good stuff. We're actually live right
We're
now,
live right now. I mean, there's not much going on since we're not playing, but I kind of like this. I like that we're in a digital space
and we're just hanging out.
and
That
we're
is
just
pretty
hanging
cool,
out.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Just make sure you don't time out.
Yeah. It showed me like 13 till
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
pick, so I'm like, all right, again, Twitch the
But
controller.
but
But
yeah.
yeah. So
I
biggest news today that
today.
I've today that I've read today was the Tesla, the that Tesla car, it drives itself.
The I know Tesla cars. I did not
Yeah.
know they drove themselves.
Well, there's a function on that that has the automatic driver, or self driver, or whatever.
Yeah.
The car drives itself, like people.
Yeah.
The future is now. The car drives by itself.
I
That being,
remember. I think Google was doing, or is it Google or fuck? I can't even recall anymore. I think it was Google who's working on that too right now.
well, that being said, there's been a major step back.
Oh shit. Go on.
The car while driving. So supposedly there's still an investigation. The car while driving on automatic mode, driving itself,
Yeah.
was involved in an accident when a truck turned in front of it, and
Oh
the
shit.
driver in the car died.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
Now, taking that into account,
Uh
that
huh.
was the one time so far that it's malfunctioned or failed to assess the situation clearly.
Yeah.
This guy, the driver,
Uh huh.
who was not identified by Tesla. Um, I forgot his name, but
Mm-hmm.
and I can look it up. He actually has on his YouTube page numerous videos of him driving hands free.
Now, is this something you can get? I'm assuming this is something you can get like built in the car, or it's not something they're testing.
I think it's part of the car already.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, they're nice cars, but they never caught my attention like that. To the point where I'd look into it like that.
They're really cool. I was always a fan of
They
them,
are.
but they're very expensive, so I don't even get near
Uh,
them.
I'm more old school muscle, old school American muscle.
Yeah.
Cycles and shit like that.
Hmm.
Not that I have an old school American muscle car, but I'd like one. You
Yeah.
know,
Who doesn't
like
though?
it'd be nice. That's top of the news that I remember today for
That's
me.
crazy though. Ugh, that's.
Right?
It's. I
But
mean, it's. I'm like wondering how long before we actually do kind of like figure it out though. You know,
yeah,
because I mean, I think it was. I can't remember if it was Mercedes Benz or Google who's are the ones who are working on that kind of technology.
that we know of. I mean,
Yeah, and then oh yeah, for sure.
doing our own.
I think it was one of them two who was like the way they were testing it out was going from LA to Vegas or something like that.
I mean, I think probably like the greatest benefit to it would be maybe the military being able to use vehicles that drive themselves.
I guess so. Yeah, that's true.
So you wouldn't have to have somebody at risk while driving a tank or a convoy or something.
Definitely.
It's pretty big. 'Cause, I mean, they always say the first person to go is the driver.
Oh, that's pretty fucking depressing.
That's, yeah, it's a little dark, but
Yeah.
with a little darkness without some light. I mean, it's a little light without some darkness.
I'd
Yin and
rather just
yang
not be
and
depressed at all.
feng
But
shui and all that.
did you say what did you say?
Nothing.
Did you say buk choy?
I said feng shui.
Oh, feng shui. I was like buk choy. I think that's food, bro.
Said yin and yang, feng shui and all that.
Yeah, all that shit.
But your shot. You go ahead and take the floor, sir.
Well, I mean, I thought we would do a little topical. Like I said, it
Yeah.
has been a while since we recorded. I'm trying to do something real quick.
I
Fuck.
know. I know, sir. I don't know. I don't know. I
I'm
know.
trying.
I know. Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
Oh, I'm trying to turn off these invites I keep getting.
Oh man.
Wait,
But
go away. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. I mean, I think the big news. Well, you said there was a current. I think you said there was a bombing in. You just told me about this a
yeah,
little earlier.
there was.
Yeah, I think that's a little more topical than mine. But I was going to talk about the current shooting that happened in Florida.
Oh, the club.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
Florida nightclub.
that was terrifying. I remember hearing that, and I have like a couple, like friends and family that are gay and lesbian, and hearing that shit was like, whoa. Did you hear about the thing in L.A.? That
The
same,
thing in
I think
LA,
it was
the
the
guy
day
that got
after.
caught, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean,
Dude got caught going to gay pride, or well, gay
yeah, he
pride,
was going to
the
Pride.
pride. He was going to pride here in LA, and
Exactly.
they caught him in Santa Monica, I believe.
Yeah, he had a
Vehicle full of like guns and
and I think he had
grenades.
makeshift grenades or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I was.
that's look, dude. If they could have caught that guy, you know what? It's not even about what could have or what
No, well, I mean, you're over
could have
here.
done.
You're here at a club. You don't expect some shit like to go down. I remember. I just heard about the was it an AMC? It was. Remember the shooting they had at where the guy went into the theater and killed all those people. I think it was for Batman. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
it was the
remember.
Batman. It was the last movie that came out for
It was
Batman.
the Bane one, right?
Dark Knight Rises. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in Aurora, Colorado.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they're Cinemark was the one
Yeah,
who that theater. Um, they just paid they paid all the families recently. They paid it was like 700,000 in legal fees. I guess all these people suing the theater
yeah.
and them trying to pay off a lot of people and stuff like that. But I was just like, wow,
I,
that was
look,
how long ago?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, okay, I understand. Oh, 2012. That's when it happened. July 2000. Wow, that's
I don't know.
almost.
What I mean is like I don't know how I feel about people suing a company for something the company didn't know was going to happen or couldn't
Yeah,
possibly have
that was
foreseen.
honestly my thoughts exactly.
That's
Were
like it leaves me in bad taste. Like
yeah, I mean, but I didn't look into it too much, so it might just be, who knows. Honestly, I personally don't. I mean, I
like
don't think I
who
could blame
expects if
them.
who expects to go to a movie theater and have something like that happen? Who expects to go
The
to a
thing,
nightclub? Actually, a nightclub I would think has more risk for something like that
definitely
because
more than a movie. Like I'd feel safer
yeah,
at a movie theater
of
than
course,
maybe a nightclub. I'd be like, okay, maybe some people are getting a fight and someone takes it too
yeah,
far, pulls out a gun or some shit. That still makes more sense to me. But like the fact that you kind of have to like, especially after that happened, that the fact that you have to be kind of cautious going at a movie theater
yeah,
is
yeah.
like it's pretty sad, really.
It makes people think like you can't just go out and have a good time anymore. You have to, unfortunately, you have to be careful.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to keep an eye out. You have to be constantly vigilant. You know.
Did I ever tell you about when I was working at the movie theater I was in? Did I ever tell you about the speech they gave us about school about shootings?
No, you didn't. Actually, I'm very interested to hear
So
this.
they when they do training, they set you down and they make you watch the movies, like basic, like sexual harassment and how to spot
Yeah,
it and what to,
don't touch your coworkers
don't touch your coworkers too much, shit like that.
or
Don't
at all.
or at all. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. But so we were doing the training videos, and the last one that pops up was for shootings. I guess it was more of a usually you can tell how old the video is. Like the sexual harassment one was straight out from the '90s. The shooting one was really current, and they go through it and they tell us, um, it really if something like this happens, um, it's up to you what to do.
Are you serious?
That's what they tell you, and it makes sense like legally. Like they say whatever happens. Pretty much they said don't worry about anyone else unless you like really have to.
Unless
But
you
the
want
most
to.
important thing is to protect yourself. And they said um, it is up to you whether or not you want to fight the person. Which, like I said, makes sense too.
You know what? That I agree with that.
Yeah, I
I
remember them
really
saying
do.
saying like if it comes down to it though, you have to protect yourself and you have to hide. But if it comes down to it where you're in a room, the guy finds you and it's just you and him, they say fight.
Of course.
And
Why would you just give up and let yourself be
yeah,
killed?
no, definitely. Well, I mean, I would understand if you're like trying to like talk him to, or something, but
Oh yeah, yeah, of
I don't
course.
know. I don't know
Right.
if that's really gonna work. I mean,
Making. I mean, talking is after the guy started shooting people. Talking is not an option anymore.
exactly. It was just like it was really eye opening though. It was like kind of like I understand it's like probably like a rare thing. It really didn't. I mean, we heard about it that one time, and I'm sure there's been other events. I
Yeah.
never really looked into it, but it was like really like okay, well, why are you showing me this? And it's like, well, you know, just in case anything happens. And it like it really like just made me feel uneasy. I didn't like stop working or anything, but like it really opens your eyes. And I think like that week too, on weekends they have security guards, and I remember talking to one of them, and he's all like, "Yeah, ever since that whole shooting thing, they start bringing us in, and so we have to, we walk around the lobby and make sure you know, everyone's behaving and stuff like that. And then at the end of the day, they actually go through each theater and they check every row to make sure nobody's left over, nobody's like sneaking in or anything."
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my god, that's terrifying. I remember the other thing they talked about was being robbed, and I was like, whoa, people rob movie theaters, and that was kind of like, okay. Like I don't think I've ever heard anyone rob a movie theater. Have you?
Well, I mean, no, I haven't. But if you think about it, it's like,
I'm sure it happens.
I mean, think about it. It's like packed night. Maybe it's a packed night. How many people would you say to a line just for a movie you've been waiting for? Like,
That's true. But I mean,
and
uh huh.
and the majority of people now they do pay credit and debit or with their phone. They purchase shit. It's not as much cash as before, but there is a lot of cash that changes hands. And say it's like a line of 100 people. Each ticket is what, At
Yeah, like during the day
let's
it's
say
like 10
$10 to
bucks.
round down.
Yeah.
You know, let's say $10 on a busy night, and that's like people would be fighting to get to this theater if it was $10 on a Friday night for
Yeah.
a movie release. Um, 200 people, that's like already what, 2 grand right there.
Yeah.
And 200 people is what, one theater?
Yes, yes. And then we had 8 and we were a small theater.
Yeah, you had 8, and then it's like say you fill up, say you do that, and concessions.
Like how we're
Concessions
doing
are
the
fucking
math on how much
expensive.
we're gonna rob. Feels like we're gonna rob a movie theater.
No, I mean it's like you
Well,
think
like,
about it,
well, if you think
it
about
makes a lot
it,
of money. It makes
it
a lot
makes
of
a lot
money.
of sense to rob a movie theater.
However, it's a big building that's very well lit with cameras everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't see. I mean, the theater here in Paramount has fucking guard towers.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. Bianchi has guard towers.
Oh my god, the security ones. Do people
Yeah,
actually use those? I don't think I've ever
yeah.
seen people
I've
use
seen them
those.
inside.
Oh
I've seen them
wow.
inside.
Yeah, yeah, I guess so
It
then.
is
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
not even one. It's two, and it's surrounded by a gate. That's so weird to
Oh my
me.
god, I don't like going to that theater though.
I kind of stopped. I mean, I used to like it when I would ditch and go to the theater because it was
Oh,
right
cause it's
across
right
the street
next
from
to
the
the school.
school.
Yeah, I used to
That was
like
awesome.
that place was so ghetto though. I just
Yeah.
no, no thank you.
What is it? I mean, the last film I went to go see was with you, Civil War, Captain America.
That was not at Bianchi though.
No, no, that wasn't AMC. That was
Oh, that was
um,
AMC. That was the new AMC too. Yeah.
the nicest theater I've been to so far is the Cinemark, actually.
Cinemark. Which
The
one?
one right here, the one right here in Downey that just opened up. Like
Oh, I
six,
haven't gone to that one yet. I have to
dude,
check that
I
one out.
I got 4 tickets to see Batman versus Superman,
Yeah.
and 2 of the people that were gonna go couldn't make it. They had to stay at work.
Yeah.
So it was 4 front row seats,
Oh.
reserved seating. So my friend and I sat right there in the middle, with an empty seat on each side.
Oh, nice.
So the
Yeah.
entire theater is packed in, and we're just like,
You have
you
that
know.
space. Yeah.
And then it had those automatic reclining seats, so you have the control on.
Yeah, yeah. The AMC has that too. The Norwalk one now, and they do alcohol too. I think it's like a
Yeah,
big thing now too.
that too. I mean, hey, who doesn't want to get a little fucked up watching their movie?
I don't know about that.
Not fucked up, but
Yeah, like having a drink and having like instead of like some shitty popcorn, like having some nice food. Yeah, definitely.
yes, yes,
The big
exactly.
the big thing is I noticed is doing they do kids movies where they don't let kids in.
Yes,
So like
that.
Disney movies, and then they don't like after a certain while. I think it's after like 8 or 9. They don't let like any kids at all.
Well, they shouldn't be in there at
Yeah, I
most
remember
people.
us having a we have a there's a rule about that too, where we couldn't let kids after I think it was 9 o'clock on a school day. We had the right to refuse it or some shit like that. I think it depends on each town or whatever.
Yeah,
Remember that was the thing there. I don't think I've ever really like tried to enforce that rule though.
yeah,
But yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was just like I said, it was just really eye opening. Talking about the shooting thing, and that was really terrifying.
yeah, dude. I
And
mean, look, one of my friends, and honestly, he's gonna get all emotional when he hears that I said this, that I quoted him. Somebody told him like, "Hey, you heard about that the gay nightclub that got shot up, or they killed a bunch of gay people?"
yeah.
That's what somebody said to him, and you know what he says back?
Mm.
He says, "Well, I heard about the shooting in a club in Florida where so many people were killed.
Mm.
It doesn't really matter if they're gay or not. The tragedy is a tragedy."
That's true.
And I was like, you know what? That's nice because a couple of days later, I'm at work and one of my coworkers. I'm kind of like it's a taboo subject at all at work. You know,
Yeah.
like I honestly I do not talk to most of my coworkers about current events because for one thing, they're gonna say something retarded that I don't agree with
Yeah.
because they're uneducated and they're ignorant.
Wow. There you go. You heard it from Joe.
They're not gonna listen to this. As I said, uneducated and ignorant.
Got it. Gotcha.
But my point is, and this is like point in case right here.
Uh huh.
This coworker of mine, she's like, "Hey, did you hear about you heard about the shooting? Do you know about it? I was like, no, I don't really. Again, I feign ignorance just because like I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
It's
I
like
see.
politics. I don't, I act like I don't know what they're talking about. Like, oh
Yeah,
no, no, my head's in the clouds. I don't blah blah blah. Obviously, I know what's going on in my world.
yeah,
But so she tells me, "Did you hear about that? This and that?" And I was like, "No, no. What are you talking about?" I was kind of like trying to gloss over the subject and asking her other shit, and she was like forcefully, like she had to talk about this because she wanted to tell me what she thought about it.
yeah.
And she's like, I heard that they found out that he was going to the club, and many times he was like a regular there, and this and that.
Mhm,
And I'm like, oh, that's crazy, that's crazy. And I'd heard the same thing. I figured, like, damn, fucking bastard was scoping out the scene, casing the place.
mhm.
And so, you know what I think? I think he tried to hit on somebody, and he got turned down, and he got mad, so he went back.
No.
And I was like,
Wow.
and I'm telling you, from the moment she opened her mouth, I was like, all right, come on, spit out the idiotic bullshit you're gonna say. Just,
Yeah.
just let it out. And sure enough, ping, right there.
There you go.
And I was like, and I even told her, I was like, hey, I don't think that's like something you should talk about at work. Just, just a heads up. Like, I don't care, but some people might take that the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And she actually had the fucking gall to look offended at me.
yeah. I mean, that's how people are. You know how it is.
No, another thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're familiar with politics and how they work more or less?
Somewhat, yeah.
So the other day, I unfortunately, goddamn, I'm so mad at myself today.
You brought up politics.
No, I didn't bring it up. I forgot my headphones.
Oh, okay.
I left my headset at home to get to work, so I forgot
Mm-hmm.
my headset here at home. And usually, as soon as I get into the break room, because people are always talking about some stupid shit,
Yeah.
I throw on my headphones and I start drawing.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen my Snapchat. And so this day, I unfortunately did not have my headphones in. I'm sitting there trying to draw, not succeeding at all because people are just talking. And somebody starts talking about politics, and I'm gonna vote for this person, I'm gonna vote for that person, and they're like, but why? That person's this, that person's that. I'm refraining from saying names on purpose,
Gotcha.
because yeah. So they're saying they're gonna vote for this person, this one's saying for that person, and one lady says, she's like, that's how politics works. We're the people, we vote for the laws and this and that. And I was like, no, we don't. She said, yeah, we do. That's what they need our votes for. I was like, no, no, we vote for people to get into office, and then they present ideas, and then that cabinet that was that group that was elected, they vote on
Well,
things.
it's in a. I like. Oh my god, I'm gonna like fuck it up. Electoral college, I believe. That's how it works. Voting for
Yeah,
president.
they're elected, right?
Hmm.
Not necessarily for president, but any kind of laws that are passed. She's like saying, no, the president votes on the laws, and he says yes. And I was like, no, he can
Well,
veto, he can like present it to the table,
but he's
but he
not
just,
just the only one.
yeah, he doesn't get to just say, yeah, this is it. It's like, no, he has to present it to this room full of people that are elected by the people for the people.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, that's not how it works. I was like, did you study politics? Oh, like, 'cause I didn't study politics. I'm just saying what I remember from school.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And she's like, I was like, you asked me. You asked me. I was like, don't look at me because I made you look kind of stupid. And I don't know if that's how it works. I think that's how it works because it makes more sense than why would they let one person just vote for everything?
No. No. It's. He definitely can put in laws, but he's not
And
the only one.
yeah, and they definitely wouldn't like allow the public to vote for every single law that gets presented.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a majority. There's some of them that actually do get to be voted on by people, but I think even then it's like people vote whether or not they want something presented to Congress or to whatever
Hmm.
the electoral college. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I
I'm
need to
so.
brush up
You're
on my.
asking like the wrong person about politics. I don't not. I'm not. It's been so long since like I've really.
Yeah, I personally I'm more of the opinion like, all right, if shit goes south, I am moving to Canada.
Hmm.
I don't
That's what
know.
everyone says. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think
They have
Trump's gonna
castles.
win?
They have castles in Canada.
They do have castles. We have castles too.
Yeah, but they have more castles, and they're
Yeah, but
cool.
we have White Castle, bro.
White Castle is nothing to brag about.
White Castle is awesome.
Have you had White Castle?
I've only had it frozen.
I've had real White Castle.
Yeah,
It's like the McDonald's
I
of
like
the
McDonald's.
not the good McDonald's, the one where it's like perfect that one time out of like 20.
Wait, have you gone to every White Castle? How do you know they're all like that?
That is true. That is true. It was pretty cool though. I was
There
like,
you
oh,
go.
fucking White Castle, and it
There you
was
go.
not delicious.
You didn't like it at all?
The burgers were cool. The sliders, they were actually pretty cool. But then like, I tried the fries, and the fries had no flavor.
Wow.
They were like Del Taco fries.
I don't think I've ever had Del Taco. No, I've had Del Taco. I
I
don't
had
think I've
Del
had their
Taco
fries
once.
once. That bad?
Taco once. You know what I tried the other day? Just yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I had birria at this place right here down the street called Birria Jalisco.
Virga's goat, right?
Yeah, it's goat meat. But I'd
Yeah.
never had it like I'd never gone to a restaurant and be like, oh, let me get un plato de birria.
Yeah, I think I've only ever had it like at parties and stuff.
Yeah, like at a family party and they just give you a fucking plate. It's like a soup or a stew.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I,
Have you ever seen them make it?
oh yeah, yeah.
It is
I'll get into
stinky
that
as
story. Yeah,
fuck.
I have a
Uh-huh.
pretty good story for
Okay.
that. But
So you
I,
ordering?
well, I go to this. I wanted like a cheeseburger, and my buddy's with me. Uriel's with me, and he's like, "Hey, let's go here. I want he's like birria. Let's go, let's go." I was like, "Fucking all right, whatever."
Yeah.
So I just ordered the same thing he did because he'll go to a place and order that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm probably gonna order it wrong or I'm gonna say something stupid, so just order.
Just play it safe.
Yeah, I'll just get what he gets, you know.
Hmm.
And it was fucking good. It was actually really good. It just was like literally though was a plate with meat and like ribs on it
Yeah.
and like stew, consomme,
Stew. Yeah. Yeah.
and, and tortillas. I mean, there was like the onions and the cilantro and the lemon on the side, but that was it. I was kind of like, that's it. There's no rice, no beans. No.
You wanted rice?
You go to a restaurant, you assume you're getting sides, you know?
That's well. No, yeah, that's true. Even when you order a burrito, I think I've gotten like a side of rice and beans,
Yeah, I mean, for the
which
most
doesn't
part,
make sense though. If you actually when I think about it.
it doesn't really. It was just like, all right, whatever, fuck it. It was
Yeah.
good. It was good. It was
Hmm.
good. I was just like, it was a new experience for me to go and eat traditional food that I usually get at home once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Usually, yeah, like a quinceañera or whatever. It's
it,
50.
it sounds like you have a story regarding.
I not a story. I just like I mean, I've had family who's made it from scratch, and
Yeah.
the one thing that I remember did not liking. I haven't like had it in a while, but I just could not stand that smell. And like I've heard there's ways around it, but it's just that just goat itself, I guess. Its meat just smells really strong and bad, like really bad.
Yeah.
But that's just what I remember from being a kid. I don't think I've gone to like a Mexican party in like years now. Kind of like everyone's older and yeah, we don't really throw them anymore. And half of us are Salvadorian,
That makes sense.
so that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I have a story as far as like how and why I know the process for making it from scratch.
Yeah.
So one fine afternoon, I'm like 14 years old, 13, 14 years old, punk rock as fuck. My mom takes the whole family down to Ensenada, my uncle and aunt's ranch, right?
Yeah.
And we're hanging out. It's hot as fuck. I'm dressed in all black, long hair, punk rock.
Punk rock.
Everybody's like running around. Some other people are in the pool. Somebody's over here. Somebody's over there. So, anyways, I'm wandering around, like doing my own thing,
Hmm.
and I find a goat.
Nice.
And I'm like, we became
Oh god.
friends.
And
His
did
name
you
was
name it?
Jeffrey.
Oh my god. Oh god, this is bad. Uh huh.
His name was Jeffrey.
What happened to Jeffrey the goat?
So this is morning. This is I wake up to the goat and we're playing and I feed him,
You're
and he like
playing? How do you play with a goat?
I don't know. It's like well, I would get a stick, and he'd kind of like just romp after me.
Oh, okay.
You know how goats kind of
I'm
like they
already
don't really
sad.
run. They kind of like
They they kind of like do like a little jump
yeah,
gallop kind of thing. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know if it was a goat or a sheep. I don't really know quite how to tell the difference, but it looked
A
pretty
sheep
sure it
is
was.
like chubbier.
I
Goat's
think it
kind of
was a
like
goat.
skinny legs. Uh huh.
Yeah, it was pretty skinny. So we're going, we're like playing around and shit. Like I fed him some grass, and we hung out, spent the day together. You know.
Yeah.
So suffice it to say, by the end of the day, I smelled like a fucking goat.
Nice.
So I'm like, eventually I go wash up, I take a shower, I come back. It's already getting dark. There's like the fucking giant toads are hopping around the grass, you know? It's a
Uh.
summer night. And I noticed that they were bringing in firewood and they were prepping this big ass, like, you know, those giant fucking, what are they called? They're for making caldo soup. It's like a giant one, though. It's
Like a
freaking,
giant, like kind of like a pot,
yeah, like a
but the clay
giant
one,
pot.
right? I think that's what you're thinking of.
No, it wasn't clay, it was metal, but it was huge. The thing was ginormous.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
couldn't stand the damn thing, you know?
yeah. Hmm.
So we go. I come out. I'm sitting in the car, kind of just playing music. Cause there was no radio or CD player, so I just like had my shit. You know.
Hmm.
When I see my uncle bringing the goat like over towards the other side of the car, because on the right side of the car was a truck. On the right side of the truck was everybody hanging out, doing their thing. On the left was where the goat was,
The goat
and
sacrifice.
he was tied up to the to a tree, right?
Yeah.
So my uncle goes and he grabs his bowl, puts it under the goat's face,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For
pulls
the
out a
blood.
fucking knife and just slices his throat.
Yeah. Uh
I was like, Jeffrey,
huh. who,
Jeffrey!
who told your ass to name him?
I didn't know he was gonna kill him. I thought he was like being bred or something. I don't know.
He was being bred. What?
I don't know. What do you do with goats? I don't fucking know. So
You don't tie him up on trees unless you're gonna eat them.
so then he like after he kills the goat and make sure it's dead. He
Yeah.
like ties up its ankles, its rear ankles,
Yeah.
and ties them up by the tree and lets the
So the
blood.
blood drain out. Yeah.
Yeah, he lets the blood drain out, and as it's draining, he just like stabs it and cuts it down the middle and starts removing all the organs.
Yeah.
And I'm just over here like Jeffrey, Jeffrey.
I remember we had a similar thing in El Salvador, but it wasn't a goat. It was a big ass pig, and I remember them tying it upside down and then just like
He was like,
slit, and it was pretty bad. I think it's part of it is I forgot who I was talking to, but I think it's kind of important to see how it's done,
yeah,
just
yeah.
cause so you understand where your food comes from.
Not only that, it's like,
Like and you're kind of more appreciative, you know.
yeah,
I think that's the reason we did it. I remember I think it was my grandfather was like something along the lines of, oh, you need to learn how this is done because it's not. I mean, you just get it from the store and you don't think about what goes into, you know, getting, from live pig to ground beef or I mean ground pork or whatever it is.
yeah, exactly.
So it's definitely one of those things I think is somewhat important. I mean, unless you understand, like for me, it was like I already understood where it came from and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So it wasn't that bad. But still having to see it like live was pretty like it messes with you a bit. It definitely does.
it does, but I think that it's something that everyone needs to understand,
Yeah,
not only
definitely.
so that they appreciate where their food is coming from, but like, what if, on the off chance, you somehow end up in the freaking woods lost by yourself
Mhm.
and you don't know how to freaking hunt some food
I'm just
down?
gonna eat berries. I'm gonna hunt berries.
And you're gonna eat probably some poison berries because you don't know what's poisonous or not.
I got it. I already know. I play Minecraft, bro.
Minecraft doesn't tell you what's poisonous.
Yes, it does. It gives you a rhyme. I just don't remember it right now because I'm not playing Minecraft. But if I
Yeah,
was,
and granted, in the woods you would not be.
yeah, that's true. You don't know that. I could be playing Minecraft on my phone.
No, but it's like it's things that people don't think about.
Definitely true.
For me, like I definitely appreciate nature, animals and everything. Animals, I just feel like they just catch the worst of everything.
Yeah.
Like one of my coworkers brought up something today.
Uh huh.
Somehow they have a pool going for the lottery at work, so
Uh huh.
everybody's putting in like $5,
Yeah.
And one guy's like, "Oh no, I'm cool, I'm cool. I'll play for myself." She's like, "All right, I'll do whatever." So naturally we start talking about like, what would you do if you won the lotto? What's the first things you would do?
Yeah.
Somebody's like, "Oh, I'd pay off all my debt, fucking like bring up some more debt, do this, do that." Somebody's like, "Oh, I'd
Way
buy
more
a house,
debt.
I'd buy a car," and they're like, "What would you do?" They told me, I was like, buy like a McDonald's, a Jack in the Box, a freaking Taco Bell, a bunch of franchises. They're like, why? I was like, dude, so you can get free food? I was like, no, fool, they're cash cows. They just make money wherever you put them. They just make money.
Yeah.
Money is just gonna come in. That's it. And the thing,
Mm. Uh huh.
I mean, obviously, yeah, there's upkeep and everything, but like, you set up a McDonald's, you hire somebody to run it, and you're straight.
That's. Well.
I'm sure
No.
there's a
Yeah.
lot
That's true.
to it,
I'm sure
but
there's more to it, but I mean, I mean, it's a McDonald's. People aren't not gonna go into a McDonald's or a
exactly,
KFC, so it makes sense. It does.
it's not it's not like you're opening up a mom and pop spot. You're opening up a McDonald's.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Definitely.
see it and like shit. People are gonna be stopping by before it's even opened.
Yeah. Definitely. I honest. What's I don't even know what's the how much is it up to
What to open
the
one?
the lotto?
Oh, I don't know. Probably like
Like,
150 million or some shit like that.
I think definitely I'd pay off my bills,
Yeah, yeah, I
and
would
then
too.
after that, I think the first thing I would do is buy a house,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
I'd buy a house.
a chocolate fountain.
I wouldn't even like buy a crazy. Like I'd move into Lakewood. I like that city. It's nice and
Yeah, well, I'm
upstate,
not gonna go to like fucking
Beverly
like
Hills or anything.
no, God no.
I'd buy a house in Lakewood. Probably by
Somewhere,
the
yeah,
college.
somewhere nice. Yeah, definitely like
You know?
Lakewood.
Yeah, like
And then just
Lakewood
buy a
by the
car.
college. Yeah, buy a nice car. Not a nice car, but
I'd buy
I'd buy,
like a
I would buy the
golden
car I wanted.
Ferrari.
No.
Yeah, I'd buy like a solid gold Ferrari.
Oh god, it completely made it. It's like not even fast because it's so heavy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no. I know the one thing I always wanted was a classic car,
Yeah.
like a really nice classic car, and then I don't know why it's really dumb, but a boat, and I wouldn't drive the boat or take it to the ocean. I just have it parked there, which is kind of weird, I guess. But
No, I would do that, but I would have like a large boat so I could just hang out in the boat.
yeah, that's why I just hang on the boat, but not never take it to the ocean.
I would take it to the ocean,
I
but I
would.
would hang out in the boat. Like
Yeah, I
that would
just
be
wouldn't.
my man cave, the boat.
Oh no, I'd build one underground or some shit.
Well, yeah, you gotta have your bat cave
Yeah, you
too.
gotta have back cave.
And then
I'm
your
like,
fortress of solitude.
ugh, nah, you just ruined it. Lame.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Um, uh huh.
oh, go ahead, go ahead. Well,
Oh
all right.
no,
What car
I'm
would
just gonna ask a question, like a quick
Oh,
question.
sure.
So I'm like on Amazon, right?
Uh,
And I'm like a big Amazon like junkie. Now, like like most of the stuff I've been ordering lately is from Amazon. So like a lot of computer parts, and I bought like some shoes and some clothes, just random shit. And the one thing like I got into was buying groceries. Now, I'm over here on Amazon right now. I'm on the app. Should I buy a 20 pack of chocolate bars?
no,
Why not?
I can't think of a good reason not to.
Uh,
Other than that, it's just bad for you. And do you really need? Unless you're gonna give me some of those chocolate bars.
well, I was, but now I'm not.
Well, what kind of chocolate bars are they?
It's like a mix, like the little, it's like
Like a variety
Snickers
pack?
and yeah, variety pack.
Do you have any Twix in there?
They do not.
Oh,
Wait, no, they don't. But there's one that comes with Twix. I just can't
Kit
find it
Kat.
right now. Yes.
I'll
That,
take. You give me the Kit Kats, and I'm down with that.
now, here's my problem though: is that I was thinking about it, and I was like ready to add it to my cart, and then I just thought about it, and it's like if I get it, even if I get it tomorrow,
Will
it's
you
most
still want
likely
the
gonna be
chocolate?
melted. It's not even that. Of course, I'm gonna want chocolate, but it is so fucking hot out now that I feel like even if I left it out in the sun for like 5 minutes, it's gonna get melted.
Well, the thing is, like, I think that whatever whoever delivers it, I'm pretty sure they've thought about stuff like that. If it's some kind of food product, I'm sure the truck's refrigerated or at least air conditioned.
I'm
If
gonna
there's
check it
food,
out. Have you ordered groceries from Amazon?
me no.
Oh, it is so awesome, dude. It
Why?
is pretty cool. So they do it. You order your food from Amazon, and then it arrives the next day, and they have it in these little refrigerated things. It is just so cool. It's like I don't need to go out anymore. I don't need to go out at all. I'll never have to put on shoes to go to work. But that's it.
You're
What
horrible.
an age we
Horrible.
live in.
Oh,
Fuck. But yeah,
horrible.
but I mean, if anyone's living in California right now, it's I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't complain because I'm sure it's like hotter in other places. But
I
god damn, this
guess.
heat is
I'm
getting
sure.
to me, dude.
You know what's funny to me?
Mm.
This morning it was my day off, and I actually got called into work.
Yeah.
Um, I told you I recently got into a car accident, so I don't have a car
Oh,
anymore.
you should tell that story.
Oh,
Just give us
all
a
right,
quick rundown.
all right. Quick rundown. I was on my way to pick up my buddy so we could come back to my place and watch the new episode of Game of Thrones.
Hmm.
Which
Which
Game of Thrones.
it was alright. It was nice. That last episode was
Whatever,
nothing. It was nothing special to me. It felt really boring.
whatever.
Anyway,
We're not gonna get into that because you're gonna agree to disagree on that.
yeah.
So, anyways, I'm driving out. This is a drive. I live in a cul-de-sac. To actually get out onto a main street from my house, you have to drive down the cul-de-sac, make a left. There's a stop sign about 50, 60 feet up, and then the street there splits into. It's split down the middle, so each direction is its own street. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've gone.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean, but is that an
We got
accurate
to.
description?
I think so. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So like whatever lane is southbound is its own lane. It's
Hmm.
its own two lanes. Northbound their own two lanes. Anyways, there's an island in the middle. So I was pulling up to the stop sign and I was intending to go straight and make a left. So I was gonna go straight out first,
Hmm.
and after reaching the middle island or whatever, I was gonna make a left.
Yeah.
So as I'm pulling up to the stop sign, unfortunately, this is a very kind of narrow street, especially that corner. There was
Yeah.
an SUV making a right. Um, I drive a compact, so I couldn't really, I got
Yeah.
headlights right up in my face.
It's definitely.
Um, Before that, though, I look behind the SUV. I see a red light. I don't see any other cars coming.
Hmm.
I check to the right of the SUV. I don't see, usually you'll see the headlights or you'll have some kind of sign that there's a car back there.
Hmm.
Saw nothing. I look to the right, across the street to the right, and I don't see any vehicles coming around, coming down the street. So I feel that I'm clear. This is a turn that I've made. I don't know how many thousands of times by now. I've lived here 4, 5, 6 years. Now that I think about it, 6 years,
Yeah.
and I've made that turn. I work 5 days out of the week, so I've made that turn at least I numerous amount of times, and that's if I only make that turn once a day. I'm in and out of the house all the time.
Yeah.
So this is a turn I'm very comfortable making. Um, and I should say I go straight and then make a turn.
Hmm.
I look left. I look behind the truck as it's trying to make its right, and I'm like, all right, I'm clear. I move a little bit to the side so he has space to come in.
Yeah.
I'm going straight, kind of. I'm still like over the stop sign. I'm on the lane. I look to the right. I see I'm clear, and I look to the left as I'm scooting forward. The truck clears its path, and there's just a car coming up really fast.
Hmm.
And it's literally like you look, you feel you're clear, you look to the right, you're clear, you look to the left. Suddenly there's a car about 6 feet away. and I only had time for one thought. You know, four letters that everybody's said at one time or another. I'm just like,
Poo.
I said four.
Oh, poo. Ooh.
Sure. I'm like, fuck. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
And the car slams into my rear door, my
Shit.
rear driver's side door, pushes me out to circle around to a stop, you know?
Mhm.
And that was just like, it was intense. It was like, for a moment, I'm just like, this is it. This is how I meet my end. That's
Like
it.
goodbye, goodbye world.
Goodbye, cruel
Hello
world.
darkness.
I was like, Mama, I'm coming home. For those of you who don't know, which is going to be everybody, my mom recently passed away a couple of months ago. Today is 2 months from her passing, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So, hope you're happy up there, Mama.
You are appreciated.
Yeah. No, it's true. We miss her, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
It's definitely an adjustment getting used to this. It's so weird. It feels like she just went on vacation. Because my mom always went on vacation. She would always like take off. It literally feels like she just went to Mexico or some shit.
Really.
But to continue the story and wrap
Continue the
that,
story.
I had to give a shout out. Lady slams into me, spins me out,
Yeah.
and immediately I'm just like, I should have asked that girl out yesterday. Even if she said no, I wouldn't know.
At least no, I'll never know.
I'm just like, on the outside, I was controlled. I had my eyes open and I kept open and kept watch, you know, in case I needed to make a sudden movement or something, you know.
Yeah.
On the inside, I was just screaming little bitch, going,
Oh god.
obviously, you know. So we come to a stop. Her car just completely shut down. Mine, I think, got shifted into brake or parking or something.
Shit.
You know?
Yeah.
So I put it in parking once I stopped, and like my glasses got knocked off. I had a cigarette in my mouth that just flew off to the side.
Yeah.
I fucking my monster exploded. Like there was this moment when I had just opened a monster and put it in the center console.
Mhm.
So when she hit me, I saw the liquid fly up. That was
Oh
actually
shit.
that was
Uh-huh.
kind of cool. And like I ended up with some of it on myself, you know.
Yeah.
This is like 9:40 at night.
Mhm.
Um, so she starts yelling at me like, "What the fuck? Didn't you know where you're? Don't you look where you're going? This and that. You don't know how to drive. This and blah blah blah." And disregarding the fact that she's talking shit to me, I'm like, "Are you okay?" I can hear somebody like crying, like a kid crying. I was like, "Are you okay? Are you guys
That's
okay?
really fucked up.
You need medical attention? Are you guys? What the fuck? This and that. Blah blah blah." I was like, "Are you okay?" Yes, we're fine. I was like, all right, are you sure? Because I hear the kid crying. Is he okay? Do you guys need help? You know, do I need to get out of here and go over there and help you?
Yeah.
No, we're okay. He's just scared. I was like, all right, okay then. I'm gonna pull over my car over here. Like, it's like I moved my car out of the way. You know, I parked it.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of the road. She was kind of in the middle of the road. She was off to the side, so I was blocking the street.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, I mean, she calls the cops. We file a report. Cop was really nice to me. He's like, "Nah, it's been a lot of accidents today, this and that, blah blah." He's like, "Don't worry though, like obviously you haven't been drinking. You're not under the influence of anything. You know, for the most part, you're okay. Nobody was hurt. Paramedics came. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was taken to the hospital. So
Yeah.
right now, I'm just waiting to hear back and see what's gonna happen."
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy how like some people are just like right off they just want to fight or argue.
yeah. And to me, I feel like she was in the wrong. It's probably gonna end up being my fault, you know, because of laws of the road or some shit like that.
Mm.
But to me, I feel like for one thing, I didn't see her. She should have seen me because I edged out very slowly,
Yeah.
you know. And she hit my rear door, not my door, not the front of my car. She hit like the back of my car,
Yeah.
which is like either she wasn't paying attention and she was coming in too
She probably
fast,
wasn't. Yeah.
you know. Because I didn't hear a horn honk, I didn't
That's
hear a
true.
brake slam.
Yeah.
You see a car, you honk when you see them coming out.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like that's like first instinct before you even think a car is coming out. You honk, you know.
Hmm.
Anyways, um,
That reminded me of two things that I was like. I remember being. I think I must have been like 12 or something. I was pretty young, and I remember my mom drove me and my sister to Burger King,
yeah,
and I remember I sat next to her and my little sister. No, 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 no. Was it? Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I sat in the front. She sat in the back. And I remember my mom got into like a car accident. Someone in front of her like hit the brakes really quick, and the car behind my mom like slammed into the car. And I remember like my sister was eating in the back. She had a burger, and I just remember seeing like tomato hit the front windshield, and like all her food was like up on the front, and you just hear her crying, and like my mom's like freaking out and stuff, and she's like, "Shut her up!" And I remember, I remember like giving her my burger and picking up her burger from the floor of the car and just starting to eat it.
what the fuck? You
It
know
was
what's
so
funny
funny. Uh,
is when the other passenger got out of the car, I heard clinking and I saw clear shit on the floor,
yeah.
and I was like, "What the fuck is that glass?"
Mhm.
And it was ice from their drinks. She had food in her lap.
Oh, I see. That's funny. And then I remember it's probably less than a month ago. I've been the place I've been working at. We've been staying pretty late, and I remember we were I was driving back home, and I was pretty tired, and it was late, and it was on the freeway, and there's a car on the emergency lane, and I'm on the lane all the way to the right. I'm like right next to it, and I remember I'm driving, and it just goes into my lane, and I had to hit the brakes. And I don't know if you ever had like a close call like that before, where you're
Yeah,
just like you put like your foot on the brake and it's not stopping, so you put your other foot on the brake. Hopefully that works. It
yeah,
was fucking terrifying, dude. Like that car just did not give a fuck and just went for it.
yeah.
And I was just like, I remember just being like, "Oh my god, it's over. That's it." Like the same thing you were saying. It was just like, why did I ask that girl out? Why did I, why did I pass by and grab something to eat before?
You know what surprises me
Mm.
is how much goes through your mind in that moment.
It does. It definitely does.
Like it does. It's like it's not like even like it takes form of solid, concrete thought and words that are going through your mind. Like when you're normally thinking about something, it's just like in a moment you have all these different separate thoughts that just are complete. Though you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It's so weird. It's hard to explain. It's like your mind goes through everything in a split
Yeah,
millisecond or something.
definitely. Yeah, it's.
But
I guess that's just your brain going into overdrive, though, right?
I suppose so. I suppose so. Ah,
Yeah,
but
it's
isn't it a trip how like the next day you're just like carpe diem, seize the fucking day.
I don't remember what I did the next day.
You know what I did the next day?
Oh,
I asked that girl out, and she
yeah.
said no, and that's okay because now I know.
At least I tried.
That's right. And now she smiles at me just a little bit every time she sees me,
Oh wow.
and that's okay because it makes my day a little better.
There you go. Gotta look at the positive then.
That's right. That's right.
I. So you said you were we're both caught up on Game of Thrones, and kind
I
of
think we should not go into that one, sir, because a lot of people are not.
fuck. But there's like, well, I don't want to go into the last episode. It's a specific episode, and it just kind of goes off into something else.
All right, go for it.
So like spoilers though, spoilers. So
Spoiler alert:
so
if
so I
you are watching Game of Thrones and you are not caught up,
just
this is
skip
the moment when
this.
you need to stop.
Yeah, skip this because
Stop this.
stop it,
Stop it.
stop it,
Stop it now.
stop. Yeah, that's right. Um, so there was I think it was the second to last. I can't remember if it was episode 7 or 8. But there's a scene that's really big on social media right now, and it's I'm sure everyone's heard it, even though they haven't watched the show or haven't caught up. But it's the Hodor episode. Exactly. So
Oh,
so I'm the kind of person who usually anyway I like to wait and watch especially for Game of Thrones. I'd rather wait and like just binge watch it instead of having to
yeah,
wait every week. And it's kind of hard, especially because we live like with social media and stuff.
yeah.
But I finally got around to watching it. I binge watched it, and I got to that episode. And
Didn't a little part of you just die inside?
so yeah. So do you want to describe the scene for people?
Okay, okay.
Set the scene, Joe.
All right. So Brandon and what's her name? The little wildling chick.
The wildling chick, just call it that.
Okay. Brandon, this little wildling chick, and Hodor and Bran's wolf are escaping from the army of the dead that are marching on them because Bran went into the past in his visions, and he was spotted and touched by the king of the White Walkers, right?
Exactly.
So he when that happened, they marched on the little cave. Was it the Tree of Life or
The tree of
whatever?
life. Yeah, the tree that they're hiding out in.
So Bran hasn't woken up yet. He's still passed out, and Hodor's picked him up and taken. He's like carrying him away from these people that are marching. The wolf goes down. Uh, they just barely managed to get out of the cave. One of the nymphs went down too.
Yeah.
You know, she blew up a bunch of them with her. They just barely get out of this cave, and the chick tells Hodor to hold the door, and he's not listening. He's like not listening, and Bran takes control of him in the past because he's like in the past where his dad was
He was still quite
well,
young. I
his dad
believe.
was still quite young, but at this point Robb was already a young boy, right?
Yeah. He's.
Like Bran,
They
Bran
send him
hadn't
off to something, I believe.
Bran hadn't been born yet. Anyways, it shows Hodor maybe like what 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, he was pretty young. Definitely young.
It shows Hodor maybe 13, 14 years old, and he's already a big kid, and they're just complimenting him on like if he becomes a knight and learns how to fight, he's gonna be
He's gonna be a
unstoppable.
badass. Yeah.
He probably would have kicked the mountain's ass,
Definitely. He's bigger. I think. No, he's not bigger than the mountain.
He's about the same size, more or less.
No, the mountain's still bigger, dude. Have you ever seen the actor?
No,
He's huge. It's scary.
he could have given him a run for his money at the
He
very
could
least.
have if he would have trained. Definitely.
So, anyways, Bran, because he's still stuck in the vision, takes control of Hodor in the past, in his vision. Now, what Bran didn't know is that he was tied to time and like an actual dimension through this vision. It's not something he was just seeing it. Actually, he was there,
He
present
was. Yeah,
at the moment,
exactly. Yeah.
just invisible. So he takes control of Hodor in the past to control him in the future, and tells him what the girl is telling him, which he can hear in an echo, uh, to hold the door. And Hodor in the past falls over and starts convulsing and seizing and repeating, hold the door, screaming it. Present day Hodor goes and is holding the door back as an army of undead are attacking the door and trying to push it open.
Yeah.
Past Hodor is on the floor screaming and twitching and convulsing, repeating, hold the door, hold the door, hold the door, hold the door, as he's being drawn closer to death and being stabbed in the present day. He's truncating the chant that he's repeating, and it slowly becomes Hodor,
Yeah.
and that becomes his
And
name.
then yeah. So yeah. So that's we find out why that's the only word he can say,
Yeah,
which was like just that part itself was like whoa.
just like I don't know about you, I cried a little
So
bit.
that's my that's where my topic was going. So I'm watching the fucking episode, and he's just like Hodor. Oh my god, I'm gonna start like freaking out. So he's like Hodor, and I just start. I give out like the
Hodor,
yeah, hold the
Hodor,
door.
Hodor, Hodor,
Why
Hodor,
are you doing this to me? Stop it.
Hodor.
So he's like, I'm just like I give one of these like like I start like I don't know what the word is like I just start like you know that like when you're about to cry
Yeah.
and you, I guess it's like hard to breathe. It was seriously the most. It was definitely one of the saddest things I've seen on television, and
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't think I've ever. I teared up. I definitely teared up because it was just it was so well done though. It was like really well done, and I like from what I saw on the internet, a lot of people it got to them.
But yeah, I mean, that shit just plucked at your heartstrings.
It definitely did, yeah,
Like, damn, man. Like, ugh. I was
yeah,
like, Hodor,
yeah, definitely.
Hodor.
So like I was thinking about it and I was like, wow, it this scene just really got to me, and I was just wondering, I mean, besides this episode, of course, what has there ever been anything else that got to you this badly, or like this
Okay,
much
okay. I got one.
in television and or film?
Okay, I got a couple for you.
Go
Look,
for it.
I'm a very I love things that have a lot of soul in them, be that music, movies, television, acting, whatever art. I like things that say so much. They speak of the soul,
Yeah.
you know. And more often than not, that involves like deep emotion.
Hmm.
And deep emotion, most of the time, it makes you tear up a little. At least it does me anyway. You
Yeah.
know, I've never been ashamed to say that I cried in a movie. You never seen a movie that made you want to cry? You know?
Definitely. Oh no, definitely. Yeah.
No, I'm rhetorically.
No,
I mean,
yeah, but I'm
say it to
agreeing with
somebody.
you.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man, don't lie. You were a kid once, at the very least. I know you cried when Bambi got burned, or his mom,
Died. His mom
whatever.
died. Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
That I don't remember that. I honestly do not recall calling crying.
me either. But like that's not my
But I
point.
didn't
Is
grow up with that movie either, though.
everybody's been there in some kind of Toy Story, dude. When he leaves
Oh my god, he's Toy Story, definitely.
Toy Story 3, when he leaves the toys behind, it's like, Andy, you fucking traitor.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
know.
Uh huh.
But for me, the one that got me was one day I'm at home, I'm by myself, I'm watching. Did you ever watch that movie Hachi on Netflix? It was about It was about a Japanese Akita that was loyal to its master to the point where he would wait for him every day when he came home from the train.
No, I don't think
The
I've
master
seen
was
that.
well, the master
Oh,
was
is it the
my
one where they
favorite
make a
player.
statue of it at the end?
Yeah.
I've heard the story. I don't think I've seen the
Okay.
film.
So it's based on a true story about this Japanese Akita that was so loyal to its master that his master would commute to and from work every day on a
Hmm.
train. He was a professor at a local university, and one day, years after this dog had established his routine, where he would walk the guy to the train every day, go do his thing, and then come back and wait for the guy to return at the same time every day. I mean,
Hmm.
he was a dog; you could hear the train coming. He was like, oh, he's gonna show up, you know.
Hmm.
So one day, the master goes to do his lecture, and he has a heart attack, a stroke, right there in front of everyone, and he passes away. So he boards the train, but he
Hmm.
never disembarks. He never comes back
Yeah.
to the dog. The dog comes back, and he's there waiting for him, and the dog ended up waiting there so long, he grew old and passed away. And so many people knew him, knew the master, that they fed the dog, they cleaned him, they kept him up, you know?
Hmm.
Even right now, just thinking about it, it's kind of making me tear up. So it's at the end of the movie. I'm watching it, and like my eyes are already full of tears a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And I blink and just they pour out. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh my god! Where's my dog? I went looking for my dog and I let her sleep inside that night.
Yeah. I,
I fucking cooked her some meat, but that's the one that really got me for some reason. That just like really turned on the waterworks for me, you know.
yeah. Did you
Like,
ever see? Oh,
huh?
no. Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
No, I'm just gonna say that like it happens to me all the time because I love that feeling in a film, in a movie. It feels like they really got to
Yeah,
me.
it definitely. If you get that, like, if it hits you like that, you know you're watching a good film.
Yes, yes.
Unless you're crying because it sucks, but you know, that's different. Did you ever see Life is Beautiful?
Real quick.
Huh?
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we are.
So people can listen and hear us?
Yes, they can.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Never mind. Continue.
Oh,
Life's beautiful.
okay. Did you ever watch that film?
I don't think so.
It's with the dad and the little kid, and they're being sent to a concentration camp. And throughout the whole film, the dad is telling the kid, "Oh no, we're going to." I believe it was he's telling him we're going to the circus. So he's like doing all these crazy things to make his son think he's at the circus. And
Yeah.
I believe at the end of it is the father's being let off to get. He's gonna go get. The Nazis are gonna go kill him. He's gonna go get executed, and he's still playing it off to his son. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go over here with the clowns or something, and he starts walking like a clown, and and the Nazis are like shoving him off, and they go kill him. It was seriously one of the saddest things I think I've ever seen. I'm trying to. There's a couple films. It was I know that one for sure. And did you ever see? I'm sure you watched the Pokemon movie, right?
Oh
Do you
Lord
remember that
Almighty
scene at the
Christ.
end? Oh my god.
Pika pee. Fuck, man.
I honestly feel like anyone around our age who grew up with Pokemon,
Yeah.
I feel like if we play that scene, they will
Dude,
tear up.
you know what happened to me? I started watching Pokemon on Netflix when it came out on Netflix.
Yeah.
And like it was the intro scene, the credits. Like I used to watch them all the time. You know, eventually you start skipping them.
Yeah.
So like I had seen that, I'd heard that song so many times growing up, every
Hmm.
Saturday morning, eventually every afternoon, that like I went years without hearing it once I got old enough, you know?
Yeah.
And the first time I heard it, I was like I got emotional.
Definitely. Yeah.
You know, I got it hit me. I was like, "Oh my god, this is what it feels like to it's been like fuck, man, it's been like 15 years since I heard this, you know?
Hmm.
Or since I started hearing this."
Yeah.
That really it touched me.
Yeah, and it's so random too because it's a Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie about a video game pretty much, and that scene is just I honestly haven't seen any other Pokemon films. I think I've seen one or two,
Yeah,
but
they
something
never count.
about yeah, no, it never was never as big. I feel for me anyway as that movie definitely where
It's
it just
because
pulls
Pikachu has been built up and invested in so much. Pikachu is Pokemon.
definitely.
Like there's other Pokemon, but Pikachu is their face. It's
Yeah, that's the face of Pokemon for sure.
yeah, you know, it's like nobody else has been able to fit the bill exactly quite like Pikachu. Pikachu's
Yeah.
both masculine and feminine at the same time. You know, it's like guys think he's cool, chicks think he's cute.
He's the perfect mascot.
He's a perfect mascot.
He's all like, what does that say? Like, girls want to be with him, guys wish they were him, or some shit like that.
Yeah, guys if they wear him, girls want to be with him. You know, he does it. You know.
Yeah,
Oh shit! Quit this fireworks.
fucking
um,
that's. Oh,
quick question: what channel are we on?
we are on the
We're on the
gaming
game.
channel.
We're on the gaming channel.
Yeah, we are.
All right. No, I'm just asking because somebody wants to listen in, but I don't know how to link them over.
Um, shit. Let's.
So
I know it's the it's Lardlad Gaming.
Lard Lad
I think they
Gaming.
could just look that up.
Let me see it. Well, I just want to drop them like a link
Oh,
straight.
oh, okay, I'll text you one right now. I'll text you
I
one.
think I found this. Subscribe to that.
I think Felix might join us soon too. He just texted me.
Oh, sweet, sweet. Which
Um,
one would it be though?
I just
The
texted
three
you. I just texted you.
Oh, that's the link right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So
That
I
over.
I think for sure Pokemon. I'm trying to think what else. I remember going to see I think it was the second or third X Men movie. I think it's the third, and I don't know why. But the did you ever see X Men 3?
Um, What was it called?
It was the one with Phoenix, where Phoenix, where Jean Grey becomes the
Oh
Phoenix.
yeah, 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 yeah.
There's that scene where Professor Xavier dies. I don't know why, but it just got to me so fucking badly. Where
Yeah.
I was like, I remember me and my friend, I think we ditched school or something, and we went to go see it. And I remember sitting next to him and like that scene happening, and I'm just like here, and I'm like, no, go back up, tier. It was so funny. But you know who are like the masters of like making you cry in their movies?
Ah,
Pixar.
yeah.
I feel like
Pixar just
I don't know
oh
what
they just
they're so good at it. Cause like I was gonna say, Up is like such. It's got like one of the best intros, but it's so fucking sad.
the intro was so sad to me, but I never saw the entire movie. I haven't gotten the chance to
Oh
sit down and
no.
watch the entire thing.
Yeah, the rest of it's very like happy go lucky and it's fun and stuff.
It's not that I didn't get to. It's like my niece. Usually I was watching it like when my niece or my nephews were starting to watch it. So
Hmm.
that would kind of just cut into it, and like I'd have to go do something else or something like that. But
Yeah.
the intro was really touching.
Yeah, it's really great. Wally does a very good job of that. I was gonna say Toy Story, like you said, Toy Story 3, but for me, it was it's the scene at the end, towards the end, when they're about to be killed or blown up or what? No, what is it? They're at a where are they? They're in a landfill or something, and they're about to be melted down or something.
Yeah.
That scene, because like for a moment, it's so well done. Because I feel like for a moment there, you're like, holy shit, this is gonna happen. They're gonna die.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
to me that's that, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna die.
All right.
And,
Look,
yeah.
there was one scene in a movie that's to this day, until this day, it gets me every single time.
Uh,
Do you remember the movie Selena?
with J Lo, right?
Yeah, with J Lo.
Yeah, I remember it.
Hey, who doesn't remember J Lo?
That's right.
Back when she was young and so fine.
She's still
But anyway,
fine, dude.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you should watch.
What? She's not my cup of tea, but yeah.
You should watch. They do this thing called carpool karaoke, where they have a celebrity sing with like this talk show host, and
That's
like I
pretty
was like, I
cool.
didn't care for her, but I saw that video and I was like, wow, she looks really good.
All right.
Yeah. So Selena.
Selena, obviously the scene at the end
Yeah.
when the rose falls, it's like it just teases you up and catches you right in your chest. You're like, fuck, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna. No, I'm
Uh,
not gonna.
no.
that that's one thing that always got me back in the day. You know,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it until like I haven't seen it recently,
Yeah.
but it's a movie that I grew up watching. I remember when she was killed and like it was on it was
I
on
remember
the
the day of hearing
yeah
that on the news. I was with my mom at her store, and we
yeah
were watching TV, and it comes up on the news that she was killed.
man. I think I was at home. It was what 94.
I believe so. Yeah.
It was 94, and it was just I was at home. I think I was fucking like coloring or something, and somebody comes out on TV. Yeah.
Hmm.
You know, interesting side note. Guess who is getting a star this year? An honorary star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Singer. Or... Fuck.
Uh, that was kind of a rhetorical question. I meant Selena, but
Oh wow! I thought you were actually gonna be like someone else. I
no,
thought you had one already.
no, she didn't. She's just getting it this year. It's about time.
That's insane. When did I'm trying to? I need to. Was it nine? What year did you say? 90,
94.
95, dude. March 31st, 95.
What?
You're really close. There's no. I was gonna guess like oh something, like oh one or something.
The fuck? No. Yeah, but she's just getting her star. That's a trip, right?
Yeah.
Took like damn near 20 years,
Wow.
just over 20,
Shit,
21
yeah.
years for
Yep.
her to get her star. That's intense. That's intense. But no, it's like movies like that. What else has really been like a very touching? What is that noise in the background?
It's the fireworks.
That's on your end though.
Yeah, it's on my end.
Is that cookie barking?
No, it's neighbors.
Oh, so really touching scenes or films.
Hmm. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, television. I don't know. Like television's a little harder.
That's true. That's true. Well, no, television will actually catch me. Oh, you know what? I do have one that
Oh,
I. This is the moment that I felt that I completely noticed that Will Smith was a great actor. You know,
I think I know where you're going. Uh huh.
this is before I Am Legend, before I Robot, before like he did. Yeah, he was I Robot. Before like all of his big films. You know, this is back when Fresh Prince was on air, and I don't think it was new. I was pretty sure it was reruns already because I mean I'm a kid. I was a little kid. Um, it's the episode where his dad comes back into his life for like a day, and he's like, "Oh yeah, me and my dad." This and that. He stops kind of stops listening to Uncle Phil. Like, what kid wouldn't do that when his dad, who he never sees, comes by, you know?
Yeah.
And at the end, I think he asks Uncle Phil to like lend him some money or something.
Mhm.
But he'd been promising Will that he was gonna take him with him. He's a trucker. He was gonna take him with him on the
That's
road.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he's like, at the very end, Will's like getting his shit together, getting packed. He's like, yeah, man, he's all excited. Me and my dad, this and that. And he goes to Uncle Phil and tells him like, hey, you know, I'm not gonna be able to take him with me. You know, you understand. And he's like, he doesn't even have the gall to tell him himself.
Yeah, he has him tell him, right?
Yeah, he has Uncle Phil tell him. And Will Smith just like, you could feel the emotion in that scene. You know, it was just like, I felt like my dad had abandoned me at that moment.
I think it might be wrong, but if I recall right, I think he said like it was like like something like that happened to him personally.
Yeah,
So like that, like a lot of that scene was
he was really able to channel it.
exactly. I I definitely remember that scene though.
Like, it gave me chills, and like even I remember it. You remember it.
Yeah.
You know, that's scenes like that are the ones that really fucking get you. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah,
But
I'm still trying. That's a good one too. I think like the Simpsons one. Do you remember when Lisa gets a new teacher?
when Lisa gets a new teacher,
Yeah, it's like a Jewish teacher, and he's like a substitute teacher, and then he has to leave, and I'm trying to remember what he writes her a letter. I just can't recall what he says though, but it wasn't like super sad, but I remember it being like
it
really
was enough
touching.
for you to be like, oh shit.
Oh shit! I think he said something like, "Oh, you keep being you" or something.
Yeah. No, I don't remember that episode, which
Mm.
is funny because I remember like all the Simpsons episodes, but they're all funny to me. So. A really touching scene in The Simpsons?
Hmm.
No, I can't. I don't think I can remember. Like, I'm sure I can if I thought about it, but like off the top of my head, I can't bring one up.
Mm.
Um, let me see. Really touching film or
But
I'm sorry, I got distracted for a
yeah,
moment
me
there.
too. I
I
totally
think you
did.
know why.
Yeah.
So one of my friends texted me. She's actually listening in right now. I don't know if she's still listening right now, but
Yeah.
she's like, as you were talking about the carpool karaoke, she texted me. She's like, yeah, he's right about carpool karaoke.
I love that thing, dude. Like I've heard the next well it's really popular. The dudes had he had Elton John,
Oh shit,
and
let's
that was
go.
really funny because they at a like halfway point they dress up like you know how Elton John used to,
Oh, with like
and
the frilly shirts and
yeah,
the
the frilly
velvet and
shirts and
everything.
yeah, it's really funny. So they sing like his songs and it's and then they like he gets to talk to him for a bit and he yeah, it's really cool. I think that one he has Adele
Oh
was
shit.
like she was like hilarious on that.
Oh,
And
let's go
then
with that. Music, touching music.
touching music.
Yeah. What songs have just like destroyed you?
Did you ever hear "Don't Cry" by Guns N' Roses? It's like one
No,
of
I
their
don't.
softer songs. It's
Maybe.
really good. Yeah, I remember when I was like, it was right when the first Kingdom Hearts game came out, and I had just gotten a computer too. And I remember I started messing with Movie Maker,
Yeah.
and then the ending scene of Kingdom Hearts. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's like this really touching moment where he reflects and he sees Kyrie, his like the love interest, and he starts thinking about her, and and he loses her and stuff like that. So like I ended up putting that scene with that music, and I remember like I worked on it. I really worked on it, and then I saved it, and then I played it, and I was like, oh my god, this song, like it really gets to me. It was really crazy. That's one of my favorites for sure.
I can say the I can name two songs off the top of my head that really got me back in the day and still get me today
Go for it.
because they dragged me back into the place I was at the time, and they really kind of like that. They make me reflect on where I was that day and where I am today.
Mm.
First one. Did you ever play Final Fantasy VIII?
Yes, yes, I did.
Eyes on Me, the title theme,
Is that the? Wait, I'm sorry. Final Fantasy VIII is that the one with
with Squall and Renoa,
Are you
Zell.
talking about the scene, not the dance scene, right? Where they're at the
No, no, no,
ball?
not the Waltz for the Moon.
Oh, I love that
You,
song.
yeah, that's a great song. I'm talking about. Did you play through the entire thing?
I'm. It's been so long. I've played it once, I think.
Okay. Do you remember
But
a
you're talking
scene
about the scene. Oh
where
yeah,
they go into space and like the whole thing revolved around Renault's mother was the singer that was in love with Squall's father, Laguna,
yeah, yeah,
and it's never revealed that that's his father, but it is kind of, you know what I mean, like two and two together.
yeah.
So she made that song for him. He was a soldier that came to see her for one last show and like went off to war and never came back.
Uh huh.
She ended up marrying somebody else, but she made the song to remember him, and it was called "Eyes on Me," and it was about him watching her as she played these songs every night, whatever.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always been a very touching song. I don't know how many versions of it I heard over the years, and like just last night, actually, I was trying to play it on the guitar,
Oh,
trying to fail
nice.
horribly, but like through the years, it's a song that's always stuck with me. It's very, very sweet, very sentimental, and it
That's
always
not.
brings me back to when I was like,
That's
well,
not the
my
song
friend,
at the very end, is it? Where she's in the field.
yes,
That is the song. Okay, yeah. Okay. I
yeah,
remember it now for sure.
and then the next song is
Yeah.
"Melodies of Life," which is the title theme from Final Fantasy IX,
Yeah.
and I
That one I
guarantee
don't
you, the
recall.
shit out of you, Felix knows that one.
Uh,
You fucking love that game. But like that same thing, it just brings me back to like where I was back then. I don't know how many times throughout the years those songs were actually present for like. I'll tell you this: the very last big breakup that I went through,
huh.
the last big breakup that I went through, left me in a very bad place. Like I'm glad I don't drink because I would have straight up become an alcoholic.
Yeah.
um, like I was in such a dark and angry place, and I was working and I had a couple of friends that I would reach out to. I mean, like you, Felix, not so much because he was busy with his thing, but here and there, you know.
Fucking
My friend
Felix.
Genesis, Manny, more towards the end of everything.
Hmm.
I know Uriel at the time, not that well. So one of the things that actually got me through that fucking breakup was doing something that I'd done I don't know how many times, which was play through Final Fantasy.
Heroin.
And
Oh,
no, not heroin.
gotcha.
No, I've never done heroin.
Gotcha.
Creep. So I get through I play through Final Fantasy 9 cover to cover, beginning to end, to
Hmm.
end, to end,
To end.
and like that actually helped a lot. Other than the fact that my friends were there for me, you know,
Mm.
that actually helped a lot. Well, you remember? I think you remember me when I was in that phase.
I remember. I think you were just getting over it.
Yeah,
Like it was towards the end. Yeah.
yeah. I remember.
I definitely do remember.
I told you once. I was like, oh shit, she's fucking she had her baby. Check it out. I showed you the picture. I
There
remember.
we go. I definitely recall that.
You were like, why are you happy? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was definitely towards the end of it.
That was like the weirdest shit to you that I was happy that she was having a baby, somebody else's baby.
Seriously.
But this was like already a year later, you know. So it was I'd made my peace with it, you know.
Yeah.
Even today, I hope she's doing well. You know, she's a good kid, and life wasn't always kind to her. I hope she's doing well wherever she is.
Wherever she be at.
She's not better than me. I
It's
have
funny
to
how we're like that though.
I have to be better. I think I am. I don't have any kids. Working a
Whoa.
lot on myself, you
You're
know.
like fuck that.
Fuck that. I'm. Oops.
We're like
So I'll
we're
be
just saying if you have kids right now, your life is fucked.
Oh man, no, kids are cool. I like quiet kids. The kind of like don't really say much.
Good luck with finding that. Good luck having a kid like that. Let's like a unicorn.
No, I was one of those kids.
There you go.
I didn't really. Well, actually, I did talk a lot as a kid, and then my family told me to shut up, and I think that's what made me like this emo fucking train wreck in high school because I suddenly wouldn't talk to anybody.
I think that's like a normal thing though. Is like I think that's part of being a teenager is like
I don't know.
being emo.
My nephew's a sophomore, and he's like this fucking social butterfly, just fucking talking to everybody, making friends with older kids and
Yeah,
younger
I guess
kids.
so.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Why was I all dark and depressed?
I mean,
Eh.
I don't know. I feel like part of it. I don't know. Like I wasn't very social when it came to like high school and stuff, so I don't really know what it was like. But I feel like maybe. Oh shit. Um.
I can definitely say I'm
Shit.
social now.
No, definitely now. But I feel like even the social people back then, I'm sure they had like shit to be emo about. Even like just because we saw them one way doesn't mean they were like that. You know.
That is true. That is
So
true.
like I guess we'll never really know though. I don't really talk to any of them anymore.
No, me either.
A lot of people that were like that, I just did not
Well,
like
the
anyway.
only people I still keep in touch with, like from back in the day, from Paramount, you could say, because that's where it was.
Yeah.
Felix, my buddy Zach here and
Felix.
there. I didn't know you back then, so
No.
that's pretty much it. Oh, my friend Myra, keep in touch with her every so
Oh
often.
yeah, I remember Myra. Yeah,
Yeah, she's nice
she's very nice.
in many ways.
Very very nice. Anyway.
Anyways,
Anyway. Shit's getting weird. It's getting creepy.
she's gonna like fucking listen to this like motherfucker. How dare you talk about me like that?
Is she with child?
With child, and that means they're pregnant.
Is it? I thought it just meant you had a kid.
No, she has a kid. But with child is when someone is
When you're
pregnant.
pregnant? Oh, never mind then. She's not with child.
Dude, like everybody's getting pregnant at work.
Oh my!
It's so trippy.
It's it's
It's
definitely
that.
scary, but I guess it's that age, right?
No, they're all different ages. It's a trip. There's like the older ones, the younger ones, the really young ones. And you're just like,
Maybe
what?
it's just the time of the season. My mom, she sells maternity clothes,
Yeah.
and I know she tells me all the time. There's like a spike in the year where a lot of like women start buying baby clothes. I mean, start buying pregnancy clothes.
Okay, you want to know what that
But I
spike is?
can't remember what it is.
I'll tell you what that spike
Oh,
is.
you know what it is?
Yeah, it's around this time right now. Cause let's see, what month is it? We're in June.
We're in June.
It's the 6th month, right?
Yeah.
Most women start showing about 4 or 5 months or so.
Okay.
So what was 4 months before June?
What is that? February?
Yeah, what's in February?
Valentine's Day? Really?
Yeah,
Wow, I didn't. I thought
I'm
I thought you were gonna go Christmas or something, but that's
trip
way too
on,
back.
trip out on this. I'm having breakfast one day with this group of people that were working together,
Yeah.
and literally, it's like maybe 20 people jammed into like 3 tables pushed together having breakfast,
Hmm.
and where everybody's going down the row, like everybody's getting to know each other and saying their birthdays, you know what they are.
Yeah.
And me and the 3 guys before me were all Scorpios.
Hmm.
and all of our birthdays were in like the 11th of November, the 15th, the 17th, mine, the 19th, and everybody's like, "What the hell? All of you guys are sitting together? Hey man, great minds think alike." And one of them throws out this term that I wish I'd never heard, and I'm never gonna ever forget.
Uh huh.
They throw out the term Valentine's baby.
What?
Think about it. What's 9 months before around the 10th to the 20th of
Oh
November?
God! Why did they make you do the math?
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah,
bad. That's
that's
wow.
horrible.
That is very horrible.
I did not need to know that.
Yeah, you did not need to know. They definitely.
I'm like, I would have been happy not knowing that for the rest of my life.
Do you think, as a generation now, we're more open to that kind of stuff?
Oh, of course, of course. I mean, like, I go to work and I compliment the females at my workplace because they know I'm not being a creep about shit. I compliment them all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Like, say, hey, you look really nice today. What'd you do to your hair? God damn, what is up with that ass? Have you been doing squats or what?
Whoa.
I say things like this. But obviously, I wouldn't do that to someone I'm not comfortable with. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, the other day, this wasn't the other day. This was actually quite a couple months ago. I'm going up to a desk at the front, and there's customers here and there. Like I said, I work in retail. There's customers here and there. I went to go grab the returns for my department, and um, I see one of my coworkers. I have another coworker with me who happens to be lesbian or bi. I'm not sure. Whatever. She's into women, you know, and that's cool.
Mm.
Um, so I can definitely, we have something in common,
Yeah.
something to talk about. Anyways, um, one of my coworkers is walking by, and she's like really pretty, really young, very nice girl. And I just stop her. I'm like, hey man, whatever it is that you're doing right now, every day, just keep doing it. You're doing it great. And she just like smiles and like kind of flutters her eyes and like walks away, accepting the compliment for what it is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, I didn't say it in this creepy ass way. I was like, hey, by the way, like, whatever the hell you're doing today, like, just keep doing it. You're doing great,
Yeah.
you know? And she just took the compliment, and I kept walking. I didn't, like, try to ask her for her number. I didn't try to get anything other than I just gave her a compliment. And my
Mm.
coworker's like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? How can you say that to them and they don't get mad? I'm like, because I'm not being a creep? I don't know. What do you want me to say? No, I can't say that to them, and I'm a girl. I was like, yeah, but that's because you're
That's because
trying to
you're a
hit on.
creep.
That's because you're like, I'm plus size. I'm non-threatening. I look soft and warm. But or another time, I told my other coworker, I was like, hey man, I was like, dude, have you been like working out? I've been hitting the gym. She's like, yeah, I've been doing this. I've been doing squats. Like, it's fucking showing. Your ass looks so firm. Like I could just like bounce a quarter
Oh
off.
hells no! Do you do that shit? So many lawyers up your ass.
Like I could put a beer on it. Like if I
Oh god no, dude.
like if I slapped it, it would just be like, damn, I can't even do it. Like
Hmm.
that loud echoey clap. And she's just standing there looking at me with like her mouth dropped open, like, and then she's like starts hitting me, like you fucking creep, you punk. But she's like smiling and laughing the entire time. And I'm like, I'm just messing with you. But seriously, you're looking good today, you know. But I think a big part of that, like somebody else said, is just because that's me. That's my persona.
Yeah.
It's taken as non-threatening. Hell,
I would have taken that definitely threatening. I would have been
I
like,
think I opened with a fucking joke like that one time. When I was in my interview, I got called back after my interview, and it's like they're asking you the obvious questions like, all right, sex, male, female, blah 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 blah,
mm,
social security number, all that stuff. She's like, she asked me sex, male or female. She's like, I know it's obvious, but I have to ask. I was like, that's cool. No worries, I'm male, obviously, that I know of.
wow.
And I was like, I have to ask, has anybody ever answered yes, please?
Yes,
she,
please.
starts, she just starts laughing. She's like, no.
That from I remember that from Austin Powers.
Right?
How bad was that?
She just like got all blushed. There's like, no, nobody's ever said that. And I'm like, she's like, one time somebody that used to work here and was coming back, so they were already comfortable with her,
Hmm.
was like, all the time, or sign me up, or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I like my line better.
You're lying. I'm pretty sure I heard it before, Joe.
Well, whatever. But the line I used,
Yeah,
fine.
definitely.
But I mean, when did it become so difficult to go up to a pretty lady and tell her she's pretty today?
Like around the '90s, because you start
Really?
sexual. It really is sexual harassment, though. You know that, right?
Is it?
Yes, it is. It would be definitely considered sexual harassment.
So is it sexual harassment to say her car looks nice because it's clean?
If you say the junk on her trunk does, sure. I don't know about her car.
No, but it's like
It's you're talking about two different things, though.
that's true. That's true. No, I mean what I'm talking about is like when did it become so difficult for a guy to go to a girl and tell her that she looks nice today?
When they lawyered up.
No, no, I don't mean at work. I mean in general.
In general, oh no, that's why. Yeah, definitely. I
I don't,
think I think I think it's definitely different now, where it's not like
let me ask you this:
it's not normal to just go ahead and do that.
what's the last pretty girl you saw that you remember?
Mm, I don't know. Ever
Like,
since ever since I got Amazon, I just don't go out anymore.
why do I say that?
The Amazon lady, the one that delivers my stuff. I don't know.
Okay, then I propose a challenge for you, sir, that we will discuss tomorrow evening's
Oh God,
podcast.
tomorrow evenings. Okay.
Tomorrow, you're gonna go out, and I'm gonna remind you. I'm gonna text you and
Oh
remind you.
fuck.
You're gonna go out. You're gonna see a pretty girl somewhere. Something's gonna catch your eye, whether it's the way the
Be
sunlight
like,
plays off her
damn, look
hair,
at them titties. Is that what you want me to do?
the smile, hell, the suppleness and shape of her breasts, if you want.
Oh
You
God.
know, the firmness and the care that she's taken to shape her ass to perfection, to the point where you would
That's
just want to take
really
a
like
bite of it.
specific and creepy, but okay.
You know, it
Yeah.
could be it could be any of those things. It could be the way she smiles, the trill of her laugh. You know, it could be
Yeah.
how piercing her eyes. It feels like they look into your soul. You know, it could be that.
It's
It could
creepy.
be whatever you want to say.
Uh-huh.
You know, but I want you to go and say it,
Okay. And then what?
and that's it. Just
That's
say it,
it?
and, yeah, and
Okay.
then just walk away.
Then walk away. Got it.
Say, hey, by the way, I just wanted to tell you you look really pretty today. Um, that's it. I just wanted to go out of my way to say that.
Got it.
Have a good one, and just keep going. Because let me ask you this: what girl wakes up in the morning and does not say, and says, you know what, today I don't want to be swept off my feet.
I feel like that's a trick question.
No woman ever has
There
ever said,
has to be.
hey, I don't want to be swept
Has
off.
to be. There has to be that one person who you go up to, you say that to, and they give you shit about it. And they're all like, well, I'm not here to look pretty for you. Or maybe they just had a really bad day and are just going to go off on you. And if that happens to me tomorrow, Joe, I'm coming
No,
after you.
fuck it. If it comes out, if it happens to you, come and blame me. It's
Got
okay.
it. Gotcha. Be like, Joe, you're not going to believe this, bro.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think Felix is showing up.
Yeah, me either. I think we should start winding down.
Word.
Word. What's the word? A word up.
Oh my
And
god,
we're getting
don't.
sued.
Yeah. Oh, we've been getting. I think we've sang a couple songs, haven't we? Have we? I don't know if we have,
uh,
actually.
yeah, well, as long as you don't play it, you know.
We can sing it?
Well, yeah, I think we can because you're not actually playing the song. You're quoting the song.
Mm,
Let's go out on a song on a karaoke. Which should we?
okay. But if we get closed down because you said it was okay.
We'll cut it off. Is what we'll do.
Got it.
Hello. Hello?
Uh, Someone's getting a text.
Hello? Ahoy, hoy.
What?